Welcome in, welcome in. Piano Julie here, and I do not appear to be muted, so it's all good. Hope everybody had a good day. Had a good weekend. Those of you in the U.S. that had Memorial Day weekend, had a long weekend. I hope you had a good weekend. If you have a, not everybody is off. But even if you're not off, there's more things to do. Although the weather on the East Coast of the United States was awful. All weekend it was cold and rainy. So not good beach days. Not good barbecue days. I wasn't going to go to a beach or a barbecue anyway. My oldest and dearest friend usually has one, but she used to have it every year. Then the pandemic messed it up, and then she was back and had one last year, but not this year, so I didn't have that. Hi, Tronics. This is not a song. This is noodling. How you doing? Did you have a good day? Oh, thanks. I'm just noodling. No rhyme, no reason, no structure. Thank you. Uneventful. Speak with a couple of family members I don't normally speak to. Not like we're not speaking, but just the ones I don't see very often about a family issue. So I took care of some of that, and made some other phone calls that I owed folks, and did some stuff around the house. But, nothing particularly fun. But what I found, maybe I'll post it somewhere, in the basement here, which was my dad's, no, I don't like to cook. Do you? I found a stereo system, probably from the mid-50s. Now, I knew it was down there all this time, but I thought it was a giant speaker of some sort. I never actually looked at it because it always had all this stuff piled on top of it. So, I'm cleaning out down there and selling some of my dad's old tools and everything. So I'm just clearing out. And so I took everything off of this thing because I finally had a shelf to put the things on. So much as slides and all this other stuff. And uncovered this thing and realized that it opens up and there's a turntable inside. It also plays the radio. It has aux and it has a tape input. But tapes from the 50s? What would that be? Reel to reel? It's Pilot. And And so that was a find. That was fun. And it's really cool. And so, and it's the, the tube. So the sound, if it, if I got it restored, I don't know, it would probably sound really good. So I cleaned it off some. I was just looking at it and looking it up. And I did get the turntable to work. It must have been, because what else did they have then? It was before cassettes. So it looks like a cabinet, but then the top opens and then there's a turntable in there. So, yeah, with a record changer. I thought this thing to the side, I was like, what is that thing? Is that a record changer? But I looked it up online and it is. So I'm trying to see which parts are missing. There's no needle on it. I did get the turntable to turn, and so it powers up, and the turntable turns, and it plays 78s, which I talk about the fact that at my uncle's house, where we inherited all these albums, there are a lot of 78s. Now, a lot of them are not playable condition, but some of them are. But I was saying I don't have anything I can play 78s on. This plays 78s. 78, 33, 45, and 16. So it's pretty cool. I think it was, it never worked. I don't think it was a family thing. I think it was something my dad picked up off the street or in somebody's house. My dad was a teacher, and he had summers off, and summers off he always just picked up another job in the summer, and sometimes he would do construction work. And he would sometimes work in these houses, that are being demolished or whatever, and he would bring stuff home all the time. I think that's where that came from. It's been sitting in the basement all this time. I remember at one time he said something about when we had an antique person come to the house, who looked at it, or maybe he decided not to let him look at it, I don't know, but nothing happened with it. It just sat there and stuff got piled on top of it, but it's really cool. And the cabinet is in pretty good shape. The wood looks good. On the right side of it, there's a chunk of wood off of it on the side. I don't know what that was from. But other than that, it's in, normal wear and tear. It's in pretty good condition. I dusted down the wood, and the wood looked good. So that was my find for the day. That was pretty cool. Let's see. So I'm not going to sell that, at least not now, because I'm going to play with it a little bit. One speaker, it says mono, but I don't know. I didn't take anything apart or look at anything. I was just trying to start to find out some information on it. Wait, I have to get the name of it. an image. Well, that's not what I want. I've found a couple when I just started to look, but I really just found this thing like late last night, and I didn't have much time today to deal with it because of the other family stuff. But it's pretty darn cool. Anyway. Now, why did I find it before and I can't find it now? I don't know a lot about this stuff, but I want to. High fidelity phonograph. Yeah, it's like this unassuming little. I mean, big. It's big. Noodle request? I could play a little A minor, but noodling has no structure. Well, it's A minor. I can't not play a seventh. That's me. Me and Richard Carpenter of the Carpenters. Never met a seventh chord he didn't like. Or ninth chord. AI gives me information that's, not always correct. Just a noodling. A harpsichord? No. Have you? Like a real harpsichord? No. Nope. You don't play keys, but you love the harpsichord. Okay. Yeah, classic Bach on the harpsichord. But Bach is one of those composers where his music, especially his keyboard music, can be played on so many different instruments. Like ensembles can play it, strings can play, guitars can play it, basses can play it, like vocal arrangements of instrumental works. He's just one of those, and it's the way it's written. Some of that stuff is cool. Like we take different instruments and play Bach. Synth-like stuff. You mean just the sounds? I don't have a synth anymore. I used to. And when I had one and was doing like home recording, I would do that stuff. Or when I was playing live. Played live in a couple of bands when I had to do that stuff, but not recently. But I really like clav sounds. back to A minor. We're going back and forth between A minor that you like. I like A minor though too. I might do a stream or part of a stream where I play songs that are all in the same key. I don't mash up very often, but when I do, I usually like to do it with songs in the same key. Yeah, I like the low stuff too. Hold down that bottom, right? If I'm going to have all 88 keys, might as well use them. Electric. Although I did have an upright bass in my house for a while because Offspring was playing it. Wait, you play both, right? Your main instrument is electric. Yeah, I gotta get mine out. Probably not live though. That's right. That's right. Now I remember. Pardon when I don't remember. A lot of folks come through here. So, electric bass, electric classical guitar. Right. And 2000s hard rock, progressive instrumental. Cool. I guess I've never done that. Well, I think I played in a hard rock band, or auditioned or something, or played for a gig or something. I don't know. I used to play a lot of blues or blues adjacent. And then way back in the day, I played not like a total show band, but a dance situation. I mean, we didn't dance, but played clubs. Whatever happened to those people? Band work is hard sometimes. We found out that some of our profits were going up the band leader's nose, so if you know what I mean. So that was the end of that. Yeah, small dance clubs. No, not so much disco, more R&B. Oh, Motown stuff. Yeah, I do too. Oh, we've got a bot. We've got a bot. Okay. Ban the bot. See, I don't understand why I can't copy and paste. Wait, let me do it on this one. I'm on the wrong screen. Mm-hmm. You scared? Let's go, Blazing. Hey! Welcome in. Good to see you. It's been a minute. Good to see you. How have you been? Wait, let me see if I can get rid of my bot here. I just don't know. Thank you again for the sub. Thank you. I'm hanging in there, Hanging in there. $6.23. Just taking it day by day. I don't have a number that I'm trying to get to. I'm Oh, hey, Patrick. Excuse me, I'm trying to get rid of this bot. Does that work? How you doing, Patrick? Patrick is a good friend of the stream as well. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're following Disco Blazing as well. Let's do some shout. Oh, Patrick got a shout out already, I think, probably. Do you have an automatic one? I think. Yeah. Electronics is not streaming yet, correct? But plays bass. One day at a time adds up so fast. I've been listening, don't always chat though. Okay, I hear you. Yeah, that's why I have to take it one day at a time. It does add up. I can't believe it's been this long. But I appreciate the lurk. You know, we're always lurk friendly here, so appreciate the lurk. Appreciate entertainers. Do you follow? Well, you follow John Lee Music. Everybody follows John Lee Music. He's like a fixture here. He streams 24/7 half the time. Although he was been off a little bit, but I think he's streaming tonight. He's a heck of an entertainer. And then there's KR Acoustic. Oh, you do have YouTube videos? Aga, is that 9 or IX? Welcome, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the family. I'm noodling for a bit. I'm getting ready to skedaddle. This is going to be a short stream because self-care. Need to be more clear-headed in the daytime. So we get a little bit more sleep. So here's my shameless plugs for my... Is your YouTube on your Twitch page? Or you can whisper it to me if you'd like. Can't put it in the chat, but here's my YouTube. I'll drop you a sub. And I have a TikToky. And I have a Discord. Okay. Typing in the dark. I knew what you meant. It's funny how your brain automatically fills in blanks and corrects. We have autocorrect in our brains, but we don't. It's not always correct, but it's correct more often than regular autocorrect. I know if there's anybody out there who is new or the newer followers. We are extremely lurk friendly here. I never have the list up, so I don't call anybody out, and no one else will call you out. It's kind of the policy of the channel. So if you've just followed or you chat for the first time, and I welcome you as if you've never been here, that's why, because I haven't seen you here before. And that is not ignoring you, it's honoring the lurk. So feel free to lurk away. Love to see you in chat, though. I'm not discouraging that, but when you don't feel like chatting, you don't feel like chatting. It's all good here. And if you do feel like chatting, people here are friendly, a little silly, but we're not pushy, so we won't ask you a million questions just to keep you here. We want all that to be very organic. Talking about me being on the stream streak. Today is 623. Bread and Butter, the theme, is playing and singing covers and originals at the keyboard here. But streaming every day gives me opportunity and necessity sometimes of streaming other content. So tonight I'm just kind of taking it easy so I can get to bed a little earlier. And then I'll be back tomorrow. I have no music Fridays. We do something other than music. This week we were going to read, but we ended up just chatting. That happens sometimes. Sometimes you catch me doing things around the house, like home projects or cleaning out basements, that kind of thing. Or when I find, I was cleaning out my late uncle's house and also cleaning my parents' house. I find things that are kind of cool to show. Oh, and we have albums. Sometimes we do that. I always forget to mention that. My late uncle, we inherited all of this vinyl, like probably, I know, at least 300 albums. And that's not counting the 45s and not counting the 78s. It's a lot. So I've had streams where we look through them. I haven't had a chance to organize them, or I guess I'll put them on Discog so I can know what we have. Oh, I love Frog and Toad. Frog and Toad cracks me up. Bunny, welcome. Hey, Latasia. I'm sorry, I'm just looking up. Welcome in. We have royalty in the house. Mod and VIP. I think you should be able to have both of them. Latasia, let's get some mod love out for that. And for Latasia and for the mods in the shadows. Hello. Now, do you go back to work tomorrow? Latasia's been off all this week. And do you go back to a new job tomorrow? Same company. Yeah, Frog and Toad. Yeah, that's something we could read. I've read poetry. I have an old poetry book that was my father's that he gave to me a while ago. Like The Spider and the Fly. I love that one. And I have a book of quotes about or by musicians. I have books I have a couple Prince books. I have the Prince books where I have the one, it's all the songs. It's not all the songs because Prince was so prolific and there's so many songs that were never released. But I think it's all the released songs on the albums. And it talks about the origin of each song, where it was recorded, the personnel. Well, lots of times the personnel is just Prince. The producer, all that stuff. For each song. And then the book is like this thick. Well, you can't see me, this thick. And it's pretty cool. So we've looked at those. We can do that by album, because it's a lot of information. And then I have the autobiography, or the biography, I guess, that he started before the alleged passing. I'm still not over it. So I have that too. I started to read that, but I don't like to talk about a lot of political type stuff on stream, so it has a lot of that in there from what I started. So I got to kind of pre-read that. I have some Michael Jackson books, although one of them's more photos. And Carpenters. I have Dave Grohl, which he's a pretty good writer, but why did I stop reading that? Oh, because Take Me With You. Oh, yeah. That's a great song. Yeah, I love Prince, too. I had at the other location where the piano is, I have a Prince tambourine with a love sign on it that you could always see at that location. I have not rehung it yet, although I might bring it here because I'm not at the piano enough to enjoy it there. I like Call My Name. I can't really say a favorite, but I like Call My Name from Musicology. Yeah, Paisley Park. They had the full studio where everything was, well, he could afford it, but everything was always plugged in, apparently. So he could just like randomly go and play, and he recorded pretty much everything he did, even if he's noodling like this. You ever heard the piano and a microphone? I'm noodling and singing and going through a couple of songs. Yeah, I would like to see Paisley Park one day. Yeah, me too. I should get out that book on the list of all the songs. I like to read that stuff, like Personnel and all that. Or the arrangements. Oh, you have 2 weeks. It's soaking in the relaxation and mental resets. Yes, that's exactly what you need after everything. That's exactly what you need. I'm glad you're taking the time to do that and not taking on some huge projects or whatever. In the mental reset. So yeah, enjoy this week. Yes, recharge. Shout out to the lurkers. Well, yeah, you did all that moving of stuff. Latasia's location where she worked before closed down. So they had to close it down and get rid of everything. And she helped to move all this stuff up and down stairs, right? That was too much. So you need to rest. Yes, it is. It really is. Speaking of, I'm going to get ready to skedaddle. Sending out some love. Already did my shameless plugs. Yeah, if you're on either YouTube or TikTok, if you could drop me a follow, sub for free. Let's go blazing. Again, thank you for the resub. Yeah, yesterday when I did the cultural exchange, I remember I was telling Deborah White, another friend of the stream, that I'm trying to get her to do that retrain. And I was saying it's not that hard. You just have to be ready to go, and somebody has to be watching to make sure it's all good. And don't you know, last night, right when I went live, but I didn't turn the camera on yet, completely lost power in the whole house. So it wasn't like something here. The whole house lost power. It came right back on, but it was off long enough to shut everything down. And so then I'm all paranoid because I didn't know what caused it. I mean, everything went dark. Right when right when they were about to raid to me. So I had to, DJ D-Man was who was raiding it to me, and he was kind enough to play another couple of songs. So I had to reset everything. And it was all good. I don't know why we lost power like that. Maybe it was windy. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, like I was supposed to go live at 10 or whatever, and it was at 10. Or a couple minutes before 10, I guess. I was already live, but I was just turning on the camera, and then darkness. So I was so afraid something blew or something, but it was okay. It was just weird. Had to connect again. I've been streaming so long though, it's annoying, you know, and it's upsetting, but I don't get like upset the way I used to. Like I'd be like freaking out. Like I know it happens. Like the good friend and mod here, shout out to War Dancer, said you're not a live streamer unless you have tech problems while live, you know. Just, I meant to ask my neighbor, and when I see her, I'm going to ask her if she lost power too, whether it was just us. We've got a lot of electrical stuff fixed here, but my father, rest in peace, he was the king of splicing wires and doing stuff like that. So very true, right? It's part of the game. 2 years, 8 months, and 30 days. Well, thank you, Latasia. I swear, I'm still like always amazed to have all the support, the longtime followers. The other day we had a founder here. Latasia Shanice. Like ambrosia. Asia, yeah. Khadijah, different world. How easier to say, yes, I know. I remember the first time reading, I messed it up. Then I'm like, why would I mess that up? It's obvious, but you know. All right, day 623 is in the bag. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. Probably a music stream though, unless I'm in the basement. Although we're supposed to have better weather tomorrow, but I think the really good weather is the next day. So, mod love for Latasia. And dancer who may or may not be in the shadows. I don't have the list up. Oh, and Mariposa changed her name. What is it? Gal. Well, she gets a shout out next time because I can't remember what her name is now. And thanks everybody who came through on the Cultural Exchange Retain. Now there is a fundraiser for our Fearless Leader for that Sax Dragon coming up in June. Actually, I need to go get on that schedule. So I'm glad I reminded myself of that. I just have to remember when I'm offline to do it. He's had a rough year and major surgery and moving. And by moving, I mean changing countries moving. And so he's having a fundraiser to get some assistance. All right, let's see. Who was live? I'll do a quick grade and run. And then maybe I can get to bed. Ooh, somebody's on front page. Love to be on front page one of these days, but it's got to be so nerve-wracking. There's so many people at one time. I'm going to go ahead and read out to, I read out to her a lot, but Jane Gell, incredible vocalist, wonderful community. And it's one of those streams where it's fun to chat in and also fun to just, to lurk in and just listen to the music. And so I'm going to raid and fade while I'm shutting down. So if you guys could go along with her, because she is such a sweetheart. So whoever is here, if you can go on the raid, even if you can't stay, or continue to lurk. If you don't know her, check her out and you'll understand. And drop her a follow. And let me just make sure she's... I think she went live a little while ago. I think I saw her thing, so she should still be good to go. So... All right. Again, thank you guys so much. Thank you. I'm giving myself some balloons because the struggle is real sometimes. Because day 623 in the bag. Let me give y'all some love as well. And we're going to head out to the Philippines, I believe. So buckle up. I can get you there in a couple seconds. All right, everybody, have a great day and a better tomorrow. I'm waving with my hand. I don't know if you can see it. And let's go. Thanks, everybody. Peace. We out. Grab the raid call if you haven't.